team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Notre Dame's offense will have first crack at this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pauly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. Makes the catch, it's Fields. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Reads it, fires complete. Finds a crease at the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Finds his big tight end. And they will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That great first drive by this offense capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Flores. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So UCLA's offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time run back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup. It's going to go...
Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Gets the back moving. Creates a little space. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense putting points on the board.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's a 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. That's reeled in. It's Payne. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air. It's Carr. Grab near the marker. It's Fields. They'll say he goes out of bounds. Mark it at the 46.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to scramble. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame coming to the Another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got it! Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. He wants to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looking downfield, it's Ian Maleava. They'll run the screen. Powers through the defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running behind that left side. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get to...
Touchdown, Irish! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They get to him as he throws. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
All by himself down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To throw, it's Iam Aleyama. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, put that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Buys a little time. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Love.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Powers through. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Washington. Turning it on. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Running to the left. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab. And that one did not work.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They'll send the back in motion. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. To the air on first down. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Direct snap. It's Payne. Shows him the stiff arm. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. It's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, and making sure they shut down that option.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off the play fake on first down. Might be looking to run. Fires to the right. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Got a little space. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But if you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. So they move the Sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 2 to New Mexico State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to change this route. Running to Green. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's locked. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Fields. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He's going to run it. He's in open space downfield. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, and build some momentum for some future games.
And he tacks on the extra point. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here come the Irish back on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Snap it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because...
There he goes. Past the 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruin.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Oh, better look out! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Hauls it in. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Pauly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Irish needing just inches for the 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys.